share some practical encouragements that I think God has been challenging and rebuking into my heart out of love for me and out of love for the church. But I want to begin with this confession, and the confession is twofold. The first one is to confess to you that sometimes we could have an amazing vision that God gives to us, as I believe God's given me certain visions, but that we can become so enamored by that vision that we forget the God who gives us that vision. And I think this might be one of our biggest challenges, because here we are, we're celebrating Jesus for the sake of the gospel, but we have this vision that God's given to us that is biblical and theological and significant. But if we're not careful, it can become something that even enslaves us. So on a regular basis, we have to be mindful of Jesus, the cross, for the sake of the gospel. Our church is 12 years old. I pastor a church called Quest, and about 11 years ago, about a year into our church, and we began with 7 people in our living room, and it took us a long, long time to get to about 30 people. So I remember on a particular Sunday, because we all do it, we start counting people. And because the multi-ethnic vision was so important, we left the suburbs, we left an homogeneous context to plant Quest Church. We wanted it to be multi-ethnic, multi-generational. We wanted it to be urban, to engage justice issues. And every single Sunday, we have communion. And during communion, because this vision was so important to us, I found myself convicted by the Holy Spirit one Sunday when during communion, I was counting all the non-majority folks. During communion. And when I realized in my mind that we had passed that 20% threshold, that I felt proud. Beware. Even a good thing can become that which enslaves us. This is why it has to be all about the gospel.